let's do toothpaste. I just wanted to get that off my chest because I had a bit of a heavy heart this weekend. Okay, so Q, P. Whatever your favorite product is, you've come up with a new product and everybody goes, wow, what an awesome idea. I want to consume this stuff, right? You're the only one that has that type of product category right now, sort of like when Apple came out with the iPad. Everybody went, I don't know what I'm going to use this thing for, but I'm going to need one, and now who can live without a tablet, right? I can't. But you're facing the demand curve over a pretty broad set of customers who want, a tablet, but you're the only one with a tablet right now, so everybody's going to buy an iPad, okay? So what you've got here is you're looking at your marginal revenue curve, and then you're looking at your marginal cost curve, and I'm intentionally not going to draw the average cost curve, which I'll show you why in a second. So what you're going to do is you're going to produce right here. Right, this is your preferred, or let's just call this P prime because it's not the optimum. Q prime, P prime. This is what you're going to charge. You're going to act like a monopolist, right? You're the only person that actually produces this type of gadget. Great. Price is high, quantities are low. Let this go forward a couple of years. All of a sudden, Samsung has a tablet, Google has a tablet, Acer has a tablet, even Dell has a tablet. Is Gateway still in existence? Gateway computers? Probably not, but they probably have had a tablet if they were still in existence. So what then happens is people who hate the Apple software platform, they will buy a Samsung Galaxy one. People who really need Windows on their tablet buy, a Surface. So what happens to your product's demand curve, it shifts in, right? Because people who wanted a tablet, they just bought yours because yours was the only one in town. But now, as time goes on, there are more products that more closely match your preferences in terms of operating system and so on. And you've just got a broader set of products that more closely match individual customer segments' preferences. So demand for your product shifts in. Okay, hopefully this is visual here, right? So this thing shifts in. It doesn't have to shift in parallel. It can rotate. It can change shape. It can do whatever it wants. Question? It doesn't. Anything can happen here, right? So it really depends on the type of product and how hardcore the users of your product are that are left over, right? Apple people like myself, we're pretty hardcore. I see no use for this watch whatsoever, and I catch myself waking up in the morning, I could use this watch. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but right, it's an Apple product, so it must have a use for something. But the point here is it could really do anything. It just depends on the sort of, what the indifference curves and demand curves look like for the people that are left over in the end still consuming your products. Okay, so what you do is you figure out your marginal revenue curve, and the trick here now is your costs don't change, right? You still have the same cost curve, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to draw the same cost curve. Ooh, this is going to be a little bit tricky. I have to cheat a little. Okay, so same cost curve. So these two here are the same. That's my marginal cost curve. Now the firm figures out where to produce, where marginal cost equals marginal revenue. So this will be Q double prime, and this will be P double prime. This setting where other producers are going to try and come up with products similar to yours will play out until there's essentially a product for every type of consumer or very close to it, right? So if you think about toothpaste, there really is a product for everybody's preferences. Was it Nutella? Somebody sent me a link about Nutella flavored toothpaste, which I think is just awesome. Okay, but different point. So this will go on until ultimately there are no more profits, economic profits to be made in your particular product. So why did I not draw the average cost curve, right? Was that your question? So why not here and why not there? So let me draw it here first, and then I'll tell you why I always draw the end one first and then go back to my initial picture, okay? So what happens in the end is that at the price you get, right, this here is your average costs right here. Your average costs, remember, they're decreasing, then they cut marginal costs at their minimum, and then they go back up. But at this point now, this long-run equilibrium, average cost equals price, meaning you get exactly as many dollars as it costs you to produce 1 unit of output, meaning you have 0 profits at this point. Right? These are economic profits. This is not accounting profits in the sense that, in the sense that, 0 on the balance sheet, why would they produce it? This is healthy rate of return paid to capital, entrepreneurial activities, but there's just no more economic profits being earned there. Question? Correct. So if it looks like I didn't get that exactly right, yes. Right? So there's a tangency point here exactly where the price is, and this is the minimum of average cost right here. So why did I not draw the average cost curve into the first picture? That's more a drawing scenario. I now know where I need to end up with average costs. If you pre-commit to average costs over here, and then you try and get this picture right, try it once. It's impossible to do. I can't do it either, right? So the easiest way to draw this is draw your marginal cost, demand, and marginal revenue.